Yeah, so you started. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. This is my first review with you. So, as I promised you that I will make a videos in Amsterdam, in Netherlands, with people from different cultures, different nationalities. I'm at Japan, and today I will have my friend Lotus.
Hi, everyone.
So, I would like you to first introduce yourself,
Yeah,
Lotus.
so my name is Lotus, and I'm Adele's friend. We met, I think, a year and a half ago. And I work in diversity and inclusion, which means that in my job I focus on creating equal opportunities for people and making sure that different people, different cultures, people with different backgrounds get a better understanding of each other and respect each other.
Well, so, can you tell me more notice about what is the power of diversity and how do you think about diversity in a society like Netherlands?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, first of all, research shows that if there's diversity, that there are much better ideas and that you have a lot more different perspectives to the table, and that therefore the ideas are better, more creative, and that you reach much better performance as, for example, a team or society, because you have different ways of thinking in the room, and that will help actually think about all the different people in the world instead of just about one group of people. So that's why I think diversity is really important, because if you have the diversity in the room, you're able to think about many different options instead of just one option. And then how I see diversity in the Netherlands,
Mhm.
I think in Amsterdam we're quite diverse. So if I look around, Amsterdam is very liberal. People with different genders, sexual orientations, different religions, different cultural and racial backgrounds are all coming together here and are really getting along with each other. So people really respect those differences, and they also try to learn from each other and try to understand where people are coming from and how they are thinking. I think it depends on where you are in the Netherlands, if it's that open-minded. So maybe not everywhere in the Netherlands it's like that, but I think it's much more progressive than probably some other countries in the world, of course, where people are still punished for being lesbian or gay, or where people with a certain religion are not being respected. And I think we're quite far with that here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do
right? How
agree.
do you see that?
Yeah, I see. I totally agree with you, and
Yeah?
that's why actually I have the power and I have excitement to record such videos about how much I could see here of diversity perspectives and how could I see
Yeah.
that people in Amsterdam try to be open minded and
To
observe
really learn,
and
right, from
yeah
each
to
other.
absorb all conflicts. So
Yeah.
you can do whatever you like. You
Yeah.
can have your own thoughts, your own ideology, your
Yeah.
own trends, your own
Love life.
yeah, life and
Yeah,
the
right?
style.
Yeah.
But you just
And no
need
one has an opinion.
nothing. No one
No.
can judge you.
Yeah.
No one has.
Not by the I always say, don't judge a book by its cover.
Mhm.
Try to get to know the book inside. It's about the
Exactly.
story. It's about
Exactly.
and that's the same with people.
And
Don't judge them.
and also human being is more than only his shape. It's more than only his how he clothes or how he
Looks.
looks,
Yeah.
but he is he has a lot of feelings, a lot of
Yeah.
thoughts,
And
but
probably a beautiful story to tell, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So we have a lot of jobs about that around us. So
Yeah,
it's very nice, very nice to have such kind of or integration
yeah.
between each others.
I agree. I also think that, for example, when we have conversations, I learn a lot from your perspective, and
Yeah, and me
you
also, of
also
course,
hear
yeah.
my perspective.
Totally, yeah.
And then we get a broader perspective of the world, and that is super interesting, right? To
Yeah,
understand how different parts of the world, how they approach things, or how different people are thinking. And I always try to tell people, try to, listen to people and to learn and to understand where they are coming
yeah,
from.
and also I would like to assure you that it is we have to distinct between to respect others
Yeah,
and to follow others or follow others' opinions. So you can have your own opinions,
yeah,
you have your own strengths and thoughts.
yeah.
I only have to respect you.
But we can, exactly.
We can have differences, but
Yeah,
just
but
let me.
respect, and let people live their lives, and
Yeah,
let them make their choices.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. This is the idea. But I would like to use this occasion and this interview to ask you about for your experience. If you have noticed any case that is was hard uh, to adapt to conflicts or adapt
yeah,
uh, to diversity, and how did you deal with that?
yeah.
Of course, I don't like to mention characters, but I mean
No,
to just
yeah,
describe the case.
yeah, yeah. So I've had situations both at work but also in private life where I saw people making comments to each other that, we're not nice, we're
Mm,
racist or
yeah,
sexist.
yeah,
And what I then do is I speak up. So I
yeah.
tell what I hear, and I then say, hey, what I hear you say is actually not very human, it's not very respectful.
Yes.
And then I try to come up with an argument why I think it's not respectful to say something like that, and try to let someone see the other side of the story.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is important, to try and build bridges between people,
Yeah.
so that we look at, okay, what are also some of the things that we maybe have in common,
Yeah.
instead of only looking at the differences that we have,
Yeah.
you know.
But sometimes I feel that such arguments come to be very long
Mm-hmm.
to be constructive. So,
Yeah, yeah,
at which point of time or at which point of situation that you think that we need to stop arguments
yeah,
and try to wrap up
yeah.
to step back?
Yeah, well, that's also an important.
Because also
Yeah.
I don't like to people to exhaust themselves.
No, to always have the
Exactly.
arguments
Yeah.
with people. Well, I think that what I at least try to focus on in my work is that there are some people that really want to be part of the change,
Mhm.
and that they understand why diversity is so important, right? And inclusion. I mean, diversity and inclusion,
Yeah.
both very, very important. And there are some people that maybe understand it, maybe not, and you can convince them, and they are most of the time able to see why it's important after a longer time. And there are also people that will never understand, and it's of course a question, do you really want to keep on having arguments with them, or will you focus on those people that will understand in the
Yes.
future and are a little bit open to try and look at the world differently, and
Yes.
look at people differently, and not only look at the world from what they think is the truth, but that they understand that there are many different truths for people in
Yeah.
life, right?
Yeah.
Depending
The,
on where you come from and
yeah. The
where you
fact
grow up.
the fact you think it's fact it might be a fact for others.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So, oh, I'm holding the camera. It's
Okay. Well, I think we can end it
Yeah,
for
I
now.
think this was the
For
first
now,
interview.
and I totally thank you for this short interview.
Thank you for inviting me.
And if you like to add anything,
I would like to thank Adele for starting this video series, because I think it's very important that people, understand why it's important to respect people and to try and understand and learn from people that are different than you are in your reality. So I think it's a great mission,
thank you.
and that you're really trying to build bridges between different people is very beautiful. So good luck,
Thank you.
and let's continue the conversation.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
And thank you all for
for
listening,
watching,
for
huh?
watching and listening to us. And I hope this will be useful to you all. And
Yeah.
see you next time with another gift. See
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Is it